Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something very interesting. We are going to build our own Linktree clone app from scratch. And as you can see on the screen, this is going to be a full application using Next.js, Tailwind, TypeScript, Clerk for authentication, and of course for the database Prisma. And of course, we will deploy the application to Vercel at the end of the video to have a complete workflow. This video is a step-by-step tutorial, so please feel free to follow along with me during the video. And of course, all of the code snippets, all of the prompts that you're going to see in the video are documented in a very detailed guide, and you can find the link in the description. So let's relax, grab a cup of coffee, and let's get started. Let's go. Just open the terminal. We are going to do everything from scratch. Okay, so the first step is basically to create a Next.js application. Like I said in the introduction, we have a guide, and I'm going to show you where to find it. So let me pull up the Prisma documentation. So on this page, you can click on More, Prisma and AI. And on the left, you can click on Vibe Coding Tutorial sections. And here it is, Linktree Clone SaaS. Okay. And this guide is everything you're going to see in this video, details by details, step by step. So use this guide to follow along with the video. I'm going to just close it and let's create our application. So I'm going to change app name by Linkverse. Okay, so that's my name that I'm going to choose. You can choose whatever name you want. All right, we are going to do yes, of course, and we are going to do with the recommended default. Yes, let's wait. All right, it's classic. So I'm going to close that and I'm going to use cursor. You can choose Windsurf or any other IDE with AI included, it's fine. So let's open that new folder with cursor. All right, let me go full page. I'm going to try to zoom enough without being too much. And if we take a look at the guide again, the next step is, so we have done that. One, set up your project. Two, we need to actually create a prompt file where we're going to copy paste a very big prompt that is going to basically set up the whole Prisma configuration. So you can find this here. All right, this is the same documentation, a different link. And as you can see, there is already a video about that. And this is the prompt. Copy paste that just like this. Close that. Again, if you are having trouble to find all of this code snippet and everything, just follow the guide that is in the description below. It is very detailed, step by step. So what we need to do is create a prompt.md file. All right. Just copy pasting that massive prompt that is going to basically, like I said, set up the whole Prisma Postgres and everything. And so I'm going to choose agent mode for this task. And I'm going to choose Opus 4.5. Yeah. Please follow the instructions in the prompt file. And I'm just going to click enter. So this prompt is very important because it is going to set up everything for Prisma 7 with Prisma Postgres, like I said. And the good thing is that in this prompt, we have some bash command that I am telling the AI to let us do it manually. Okay, so because when you are using agent mode, sometimes it goes a little bit wild by himself, and this is what I don't like. Okay, so but you're going to see some commands are auto run. Okay, because it's fine, I'm happy for them to run it, okay, but some command, and most of them are most of the time interactive, I want me as a user to do it manually. And you're gonna see, it's gonna tell us to do it. Exactly, good timing. So as you can see, some command has been run, okay, but this one, which is a very important one because we have some steps in it, it asks us, please run this command in your terminal. So let's do it. Copy paste that. You can open the terminal and copy paste it, and that's it. Okay, so select the region for the Prisma Postgres database. I'm going to go with US East 1, it's fine. Project name, let's go Linkverse again. Let's take, okay, that was fast. So we are fine for that because the AI prompt is going to take care of the rest. Okay, so basically, I'm just going to say, all right, it's done. And that's it. I'm going to close that. And the AI is going to take care of the rest of the to-do list. I can see some Prisma folder with some schema I can see the prisma.config.ts file, so everything is going as planned. Again, you can choose any LLM, but I do recommend to choose the latest one. He's creating a very basic page.tsx file, still running some command. Okay, your database is now in sync with the Prisma schema. That's good. It did auto-run the command npx prisma generate, so we have our Prisma client. That's nice. And now he's asking us to actually run the db test. This is for the seed file. Let's click just run. Okay, connected to the database, everything went well. We have already, as you can see on the screen, we have one user present in our database. This is what is good about this. This is what's good about this big prompt for Prisma Postgres and Prisma 7 is that this is actually creating already a user in your database, of course with your schema. So basically you can actually run the application and you have already something to see and to play with. And of course, let's run the application. You can just run that manually, of course, but I'm just going to run it in the background. Okay, the API is working correctly. And as you can see, so about the color palette and everything, when you use AI like this, if you do not say anything about the colors and everything, it's gonna like choose whatever he wants. Of course, we're gonna update that. So the funny thing is that you're gonna use the same prompt as the one I did, and you're gonna have probably something very different, but it's fine. We need to focus on actually taking a look at, do we see our user data? Is the app working? Do we have a good setup? Do we have a good basic setup? That's it. The colors and everything, don't worry about it. We are going to work on that later. Even if I like this local preview, I'm going to close it and I want to run it in my browser. Browser. Yeah, not my browser. And I'm going to show you what I have. Is exactly the same, but like I said, I'm kind of like used to do it in the browser. So yeah, we have a user, which is basically the one that we added with the seed data in our database. So it's fine. We have everything we want. Basically a page displaying our user. Let's take a look at the code. Okay, so just quickly, so you can have a look at what we did. Just for a reminder, we have a Next.js application, very basic setup, and we just install and basically set up everything for Prisma PPG, which is Prisma Postgres database, and Prisma 7. So let's take a look at our schema file. Of course, I'm gonna do keep all. Okay, so yeah, so just to give you a quick overview, this is the user model, and we will take a look in a couple of seconds in our Prisma Studio. You're gonna see that this is already linked. So this, we are going to, of course, update that file because we are going to try to basically build a Linktree, like I said, clone. So this is not the model that we are going to use, but this is for the basic setup. Let's close that. We have all of the API requests. So that's good. This is coming with a GET request and a POST request, which is very good to start any project. Okay, close that. Close that. And like I said, the page is actually, of course, so the lib.prisma, this is where the whole magic is happening. It's here. Okay. We have the client and we have the adapter. Okay. So we are linked for the Prisma. And this page is actually displaying the data that you see when you are going to the localhost. Okay. So there is a bit of TailwindCSS. Of course, this is going to be updated along the way, of course, also. So user ID, that's what you can see. That's what you see, of course. Where is the application here? Okay, this is the user ID, ID1. Okay, again, we are going to update that. This is not the UI I want to have. Okay, so let's close everything and let's move on. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a repo in my GitHub account so we can do the whole workflow, the classic workflow of basically every time we have a big change, or even if this is a small change, but it is working, we want to keep it just in case something bad happens. Then we just add the file and we commit the changes, okay? So I'm going to go into my GitHub account, my personal one, and I'm going to link that repo to it. You can do it the same at the same time. Okay, let's actually link that. I'm going to close that. This is a bit too big. Git remote, okay, this is linked. And what I want to do is basically push the changes. So what did we have? Okay, so let's do git add. All right, git status, taking a look at everything. Fine, let's clear that. And let's create our first commit. I'm going to do git commit. I'm having some trouble tonight typing on my keyboard. All right, initial setup, Next.js app with Prisma. Okay, just as simple as this. I'm going to push it. Of course, it's going to ask me to upstream it. This is the first time I'm pushing it. All right, clear. That's it. I'm good. So now, next step. The next step is basically set up all of the authentication process. Okay, and for this, we are going to use Clerk. So as saying in the guide, I'm going to say it also again, you need to create an account. It is free. So just go to your browser and type Clerk. All right. I'm going to show you. Oh, you can type Clerk, just like that, Clerk, and then this is Clerk authentication and user management. You might end up on that page. I am already signed in, so you might just say sign in and sign up maybe. Just create an account. It is free, so no worry about that. And I'm gonna just log in, and you're gonna end up, once you signed up, on this page. Okay, so you have all, I created something like 5 months ago and something a couple of days ago, and you can basically, of course, create a new application. So let's do that. All right. And look at it. This is what I like about Clerk is this is pretty easy to understand. So basically, they let you choose basically what kind of option you want for the sign in and sign up process. Okay, and you can see in live what's going to look like. So for example, if I want like phone, Facebook, this is adding the button. I like it. I know it's not like crazy, but I do like it. Okay, I'm gonna do for this video something quite simple, but this is working, so this is good. And most cases, this is gonna be very useful. I'm just gonna do Google account and of course email. Okay, and of course I'm gonna need to link Vercel. So sign into it. This is what you're gonna see when you're gonna click on sign in, sign up, or any of your users if they want to sign up. Okay. Link Vercel, just taking a look, you have a lot of things that they have a lot of integration. It's really nice. I like it. Create application. And that's it. So I'm just going to close that. So what I like also is that this is pretty like straightforward. So we are using Next. So if you're using React, whatever, Astro, Expo, there is documentation for that. The good thing is that we are just going to follow instruction to basically set up the authentication. Okay, you have two options. You can basically copy this quick start guide as a prompt. So you see they also love at Clerk, the developer advocate, they love to do prompt and AI, which makes sense because we are in this new universe where basically you have to actually know how to vibe code application, but also how to get your hands dirty, sometimes. So you can choose basically copy the prompt. I'm not going to do that. Or basically, how many steps? Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not that big. So we are just going to follow along with this small introduction and get started a workflow. Okay, so I do recommend also if you want to have the same maybe result out of the box, please do the same as I do in the video, so you won't have any issue. Right? Because the prompt, again, using a prompt depending on the LLM that you're going to use, depending on sometimes your machines, the result can vary. Okay, it's not 100% sure. So, but following this get started stuff, of course we're going to have the same thing. Okay, so npm. All right, let's do that. Just going to open the terminal. I don't like to have a lot of things, so let's clear that. Okay, I said clear. Thank you very much. Copy, paste, and install. All right, what do we have to do then? Okay, so we have an environment file, of course, and we need to basically copy paste that. So I'm going to do that, and you're going to do yours. So I'm just going to hide, of course, my secret key. And of course, for those who actually want to do a joke and try if my secret key is still active, if you are watching this video today, it means that this is gone. Of course, I am cleaning up everything because I don't want to have any surprise. And you should do the same if you do not want the application to stay in production for too much longer. Okay. Do we say that too much longer? For too long? Yeah. Sorry, I am French, as you know, and sometimes my English get a little bit wild. Copy paste that. Environment file, let's do that, and so this is actually my database URL. You should have something like this also, which is a Postgres URL. This is linked to Prisma, obviously, And yeah, copy pasting my secret key, my public key. I'm showing you this because yeah, it's gone by the day I'm going to publish the video, so it's fine. Just close this. Okay, we have done that. Next step. If you're using Next less than 15, name your file middleware. That's a good one. Proxy.ts, otherwise proxy.ts. I think we might be way above 15, like 16, at least 60. Where is my package? Next 16. Depending on when you are doing this video, when you are basically following this guide, of course you won't have maybe the same. You might be above, obviously, but you're fine. Okay, but again, as we are doing this today, this is the message. Take a look at this step number 3. Maybe it's going to be a bit different in 1 or 2 years, okay, depending on when you are watching the video. So we are going to use the proxy.ts file. It might be at the source level. Yep, we don't need any middleware anyway. So, all right, let's do proxy.ts. All right, just saving that. What do we need to do after that? Just going to scroll down, and a Clerk provider. Okay, so they want us to basically erase our layout. It's fine. So I'm going to just go with the flow of what they are saying, and I'm just copy paste that. Okay. It's important to note that, of course, we are going to update that page along the way. So we don't really care about like erasing everything. Okay, just do that. This, all right. It is fine. It is definitely fine. Maybe I'm fine, but I don't like this. Okay, of course, no. Linkverse, obviously. Linkverse, the platform for creating a Schema link. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, auto-generated description. I like it. You can choose whatever you want, but I want this to be updated because this is something that you're gonna see in your browser. I'm never gonna be able to do that. That word. All right, so what do we have to do next? I guess that's it. Create your first user. Yeah, I think it's already running, right? Okay, so my app is like this, which is very, very ugly. All right, but I have this sign in, sign up stuff. Okay, so if I want to sign up, as you can see, I have this Clerk component. So let's try to sign up. I'm going to use Google again. Obviously, I am not going to show you all of my emails, but the email that you see here is a test account. So that's why this is a very ugly one. And again, this is going to be like a trash account, so it's not going to be there anymore. But this is for the purpose of the video. I'm going to choose that. All right, continue. Okay, seems like I am signed up. Yeah. And yeah, I can manage my account, sign out. Okay. What I want to see, I'm going to change that color. I can't see anything. What I want to see is, oh, look at that. All right, that's what I like. I haven't even refreshed the page, but as you can see, there is the data about me actually. Arthur. Yeah. This is my first name, and this is like the username that I had it. So this is why Arthur YouTube project. So be careful when you create a Google account. I messed up that. But yeah, that's good. So we have a user. So this is working basically our application. You can log in. Well, I'm going to show you something really cool. I love that. So look at that. This is all of the data that you can actually play with when you have an account. So obviously we're going to choose to play with that image URL. Okay. Yeah, mine is not the best, but this is for the project. All right. Yeah, look at that. Last time Arthur YouTube project. Yeah, that's bad. All right, so that's good, I guess, for the Clerk setup. So what I want you to do is, again, if you are happy with the whole setup, again, the UI and the color is not, I'm not going to change that now because I want to commit the changes that are basically about Clerk, okay, not about the UI, the color. So I'm going to commit those changes, okay? And I'm going to do git commit, all right, art Clerk authentication setup. That's very basic, but this is exactly what we did. All right, step 2 is done. Now let's move on to step 3, which is updating your database schema. Yeah, because like I said, we are building something that is not just a user we don't need just a user table. We need way more than that. We actually need something that is storing links and maybe also having some relationship for user and links. Okay, some data. So this is the part where you are gonna basically need to change that file to this one. So again, in the guide, you're gonna be able to copy paste actually this up. That's it. So I'm happy that we can see the changes. So the changes are this, and this is to explain to you. Username, Clerk ID coming from the actual Clerk auth. Okay, as you can see, we have already logged in, but we want to actually have that data in our Prisma database. And of course, a link model. Okay, ID, title, URL, the user ID. Okay, and of course the relation for the user. Okay, and the classic created at end of it. That's pretty much it. But since we are changing the schema structure, okay, we actually need to reset the database. The existing seed data was just for testing purpose, okay? And I actually forgot to show you our nice DB Studio, the Prisma Studio. So let me run that command also, because this is super nice. All right, it opened on my. Look at that. Look at this. All right, so this is Prisma Studio, okay, and this is something I really like, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Okay, while this is like very easy to understand what's going on with your data. Okay, we have on the left you have your tables. For now, it's very simple. Again, we are gonna update that with the schema and everything, but this is about the seed data. Okay, the demo user that you have also. Okay, you can refresh if anything is going on. You can actually have like, this is full pages. Okay, what I like is you can insert row. Okay, so if you want to actually manually insert some data, okay, for testing purpose, it's really cool. You can filter. Okay, of course, the classic thing. And what I like, this, look at that. I mean, I know it's not like something maybe that you are not, maybe you are used to that. Okay, but I like it. Look at that. This is something really cool. Again, it's not very useful now. We have only one table, but just imagine when you have an application with a lot of data, okay, and a lot of relationships, a lot of tables. This can give you the opportunity to basically understand how your application works with just taking a look at this. And I like it. I like this is included in the Prisma Studio. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I like that, like blank blackboard, whiteboard stuff process. I like it. All right, so let's take a look. Yeah, the console, you have all of the introspect stuff. The query is really nice. Really nice. User, so we want to change that, and basically this is going to be also very useful for us, because you can actually check if all of your Prisma generate command changing your schema is working, because this is going to be updated after that. Okay, so this is kind of like a double check. Okay, so let's reduce that. So since we are basically changing the schema structure, okay, we need to reset the database. The existing seed, the one I just showed you, okay, is basically, it was just for testing purpose. Okay, so it's safe to drop and recreate everything. Do not do this if you have a big application with a lot of tables, a lot of data. Of course, do not drop like this. This is specific to this situation because we are at the beginning of the application. This is an MVP. This is not live. This is not production. We can drop everything and start from scratch. It's fine. Let's do. I'm just going to close that. I don't like to have too much. This is npx prisma.db pushed force reset. Okay. This is going to basically take that schema and force it to be the schema that we want to use. Okay. All right. And let's take a look at the studio again. Okay. Where is it? Where is my studio? All right, it's there. I just refresh the page and look at this. It's fine. Yes, of course, we don't have any data for now. We just refresh everything. But look at this. On the left, you have a user table with all of the table header that we needed. The username, email, text, yeah, Clerk ID is good. And the link. Okay. That means now it's working. We can continue to work with our application. I'm going to just do this. All right. And what I'm going to do is classic. I'm going to try to organize a little bit my terminal. Let's do this. I'm going to rename it to Git. All right. Clear Git status. Okay. And again, git add, and there is only one file over here. Nice. Git commit. All right. Again, yeah, I wanted to say something. Those commit messages are quite simple. Okay. I do not ask you to follow that convention. There is not even a convention. This is very simple. This is for the sake of having something quickly. Okay. This video is a long video, so I'm not gonna try to create for 5 minutes a nice commit. If you want to do it, good, do it also. Okay, you can follow the commit convention, etc. But this is just for the sake of pushing the changes and having something secure. Okay, up, that's it. I'm gonna push it, and this is gonna become blue. Yep, that's good. Clear everything. That's good. Let's move on. So now what we are going to do is we are going to connect Clerk users to our database, the Prisma database. Why? Because basically the challenge is when a user sign in using Clerk, okay, just like we did, okay, they exist in Clerk system, okay, but they do not exist in our database, the Prisma that you just saw, okay? So we need to actually bridge that gap, and this is what we are going to do. And the approach that we are going to do is the classic Linktree process is that if you want to create a page, okay, if you sign in, sign up, if you sign up, we are going to ask the user to claim a username, okay, for the page. And this is the workflow, this is the flow that we are going to create. So they're going to basically pick their unique username and after sign in for the first time, basically. So I'm going to copy paste a prompt that is going to basically build that flow. Again, I'm going to ask you to maybe be careful about the agent mode, okay? I'm going to change to ask mode right now because all of the prompts that are basically used in this video from now on are very useful to actually go fast and vibe code the whole application. Of course, we are going to get our hands dirty a little bit now and then. This is how you should do as an engineer, obviously. Always control what the AI is saying, what the AI is giving you as a result, and taking a look if everything is working, if there is no like completely crazy stuff, okay? But when you use agent, they are going to basically modify and update your code base without you basically saying, yes, please do it, okay? This is good, but this is dangerous. So what I want you to do is, maybe if you want to do like me, is basically copy pasting all of the prompts using the ask mode, okay? Because they're going to tell you what is the plan for them, what you should do. And if you're okay with that, then change to agent mode and basically tell him to make the changes. But that's it. This is my flow. This is the secure flow, okay? Because I do not want to basically have back and forth for like 10 minutes because he messed up something using the agent mode. Okay, so the prompt that we are going to copy paste, again, this is in the guide. You can just follow along. This is the big one. I'm just going to copy paste it. This is basically to connect Clerk authentication to our Prisma database and creating a username flow. Okay, and like I said, ask mode, send it. I'm still in Opus 4.5. I think this is the thinking mode. Yeah. Gemini 3 Pro is really good also. All right. Let's see if we have still some UI stuff to fix, because it's funny because I tried that earlier today and they gave me from the start like a white, very, not a dark application. So I could see a lot of things. He went for like a dark mode, like purple dark, like, I don't know, like vibe stuff. I don't know why. Again, this is the AI that is choosing on the fly. But if this is still just too dark and a bit too complicated, I think I'm going to ask him to maybe make something more light. So, okay, so as you can see, is proposing some changes and we are going to review it, all right, before basically asking the AI to do it. All right. So what did he say? Where? All right. Add Clerk provider in the layout. All right. So in here. All right. Let's do it. Okay. We're going to check at the end if this is working. Action. Yes, it's creating a server action to claim the username. It's going to be pretty simple, I guess. Let's keep all. If user is not there, not authenticated. If there is no user, of course, not authenticated. This is throwing very basic error, but this is for the sake of having not a 10 hours video. Okay, this is a good for MVP. And some very basic validation here. Yeah, basic, but classic. And so this error, you will have it, okay, because we need to regenerate the Prisma client because it doesn't know that we need a Clerk ID and everything. Okay, this is expected. I'm going to explain to you after that. Let's update all of the file. All right, 3-state UI. What do you want to do? State 1, state 2. So state 1 is logout, show landing page. I like it. If user has a profile in our database, okay, he's checking that. If not, say logging, okay. And has no DB profile, show dashboard. I like it. This is what I want. Update. All right. Keep all. Okay. And changing some routes. Okay. Update to accept new fields. Yeah, of course, the Clerk ID and stuff. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So this is going to update here. Yeah, basically, look at that. Yeah, because right now, when we are fetching the user, we want to actually, when we are creating a user, we need to send to our Prisma database the Clerk ID, okay? Which was not the case before. It was a very, very simple post request. All right, and again, this is expected, okay? So, and after creating updated this file, run that, okay? So that's basically, I think we don't need that. So let's do that, but I don't think we need that. All right, let's put the push, and mostly this one. Yeah, already that's what I say, already in sync. And so we don't need that. So don't do that. It's not needed. Because the command that we did before in the step before already did that. But this is very important. You need to regenerate the Prisma client because we changed the schema. Okay, and that's what we did. Prisma client 7.1 regenerated. And now if you take a look, you do not have any issue. Because yeah, it is synced, okay. And I think we had issue somewhere else. I think in the action file. Yeah, same scan. So now the stressful moment is taking a look at the whole application. What I want to try is maybe stop the. I'm going to stop that background running. Yeah, server. I don't like it. All right, this is good. Yeah. I'm going to use this one. I'm not going to do ZSH. Again, I'm going to do server. All right. And I'm just going to do npm run dev. All right. Okay. No, not here. I don't like it. But anyway, I'm going to open it again in my browser. I am never going to be able to do that. Oh, I like it. I'm going to show you something. Oh, I don't like the color. Again, I don't like the color. Okay. Funny enough, I think that would be nice and funny if you can like just in this step of the video, like I don't know, like throwing some information about what do you have, because AI is giving you crazy things sometimes. So this is a pretty simple, very simple landing page. Okay, but this is enough for our step. Let's basically do the classic flow. Get started. All right, continue with Google, the one I already used. All right, you're signing back into Clerk. Yep, I know, and exactly what we want. So we are already in Clerk, it's fine, okay, but we are not in Prisma database, okay, so we are not logged in or having any account. So what do? This is the first time we are going to use the application. We need to actually claim our username, okay. So this is going to be like for our Linktree clone page, okay. I'm going to do devart. All right, claim username. That's nice. And of course, so this is from my Google account. So as you can see, I messed up when I created it, but this is basically the username and last name. It's not the best UI yet, all right, but this is a very basic and enough. Like I said, we are signed in. It's nice. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this effect. Nice, like a mirror effect. And yeah, we don't have any links yet, all right? We never basically added any feature for that yet, okay? But we have a link verse. This is gonna be like our, this is like a preview of what can be the URL, all right? So that's fine. Let's, we have a, that's it, but that's exactly what we want. Let's sign out. And what I want to do is like sign in again. All right. There we go. Okay. I do not have to do the whole username claim username workflow because we already have a user in our database. And what I want you to take a look also like me is in the studio. Where is my studio? Oh, the white is very white. And like I said, that's it. Look at this. Our Clerk user ID, which is from this user, okay, in Clerk, saved in our database. And we have the email, of course, a wonderful email, wonderful name. Everything is fine in this. There is nothing. Everything is wild on this line. It's just not good. All right, that's good. This is working. This is what we wanted. So I'm good for this very simple, but it's a good step. Again, what did I do? Of course, if you want to like to polish a little bit right now, like the UI and everything, be my guest. It is. I'm doing this because I want to have the basic stuff all the time, so you can have a very the free will to like play and custom whatever you want. Okay. So I'm just gonna like commit all of the changes. Nope, not here. Git. All right. Clear. Git status. I hope my mic is not too close. I'm gonna be so much in trouble to like adjust all of the sound otherwise on this very long video. All right, action. I'm just taking a look. Layout TS6. Yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds good. Git commit. Yeah, let's do create, claim, username, flow, and save user data in Prisma. Okay. Again, it's please if you want to have a different kind of workflow and commit convention, be my guest. This is just for the sake of trying not to have this video taking too long, and me talking too much is going to make this video too long. I know it. Git push. It is pushed. Is it blue? It is blue. So what did we do? I like to take a look. Come on. Yeah. It's coming good. Going good. So next step, let's move on. Step 5. We need to upgrade the UI design. I like this step because now we have done like the, I'm not gonna say like the boring stuff, okay, but all the time when you are creating a project like the Clerk authentication, the database and everything, this is not something that is very enjoyable, right? This is something you need to do. You need to have like for all your project. This is something that needs to be very secure and everything. But once it's done, that's the good stuff because you can just move on to. For me, this is the fun part. Actually, coding the features, the component, and like the user experience and everything. So this is what you're gonna do now. So now we need to upgrade the UI, and I have a good prompt for that also. So basically, I'm gonna show you an inspiration that I did. Okay, for my clone, you can do any inspiration. Okay, but you might have heard, of Buy Me a Coffee. This is it. This is I love everything about that website. The features, the website, the goal. Yeah, I love that. I like this UI because it is pretty simple but straight to the point, and you actually basically know where to go. Okay, this is it. So we are not going to build that, but I have taken inspiration on that UI. Okay, this is just to inform you why, because you're going to see something. This is very much alike, and yeah. All right, copy paste, boom, boom. So I'm not going into too much detail because you can take a look, and sometimes it is a bit boring, but there is a theme that I'm forcing now, some typography stuff, but very, very simple, like large bolded lines, button, primary, secondary, just two design. I like to always say the overall feeling that I want. But honestly, this is trying to drive the AI into something that you might like, but I like to leave them a little bit of space. Okay, I'm not gonna say please create this file.ts and line 2 please create that. No, yeah, this is the vibe coding stuff. Okay, so I know where I want to go, and I know that with this I'm gonna have like 99% of the time what I want, but there is that little spicy 1% that make it nice. Okay. So it's going to obviously change that. All right. It's going to add like some sort of a color palette. Body, blah, 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 yellow. Yeah, that looks like what I want. Yeah. And of course the layout. So look at this. So I'm asking him to update the design. Why do you change my description? Because it just go wild sometimes, and this is why you might have the need to add some rules. Okay, I have not in Windsurf and everything, I have rules. Okay, and I am forcing the AI to not basically not think outside the box. It's not the right word, but just follow and please focus on what I'm asking you. Do not change anything that is not related to the mission that I'm basically telling you to follow. Okay. But again, I like it. I like what he did. Okay. Yeah. So this is where it's going. Yeah. Obviously, this is good also. Yeah. I wanted to do that. Yeah. Again, some UI stuff. I'm just taking a look if he hasn't changed anything that is very, very bad. Yep. Oh, we have a summary. Yeah, that's good. Background, cards, white. Yeah, headlines, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, let's not take a look at that. Let's actually have some fun and let's take a look at the actual. Ooh, that is much something that I like. Okay, let's sign up because it's not fun. Look at this. Oh, I know this is almost like the the buy me a coffee, but this is what I want. Okay, have fun with the color palette, have fun with the inspiration. Okay, please have fun. This is me having fun. This is very fun, but nice. Your link all in one place, create your personal. Yeah, that's nice. Logging. So one thing to mention is that the logging and the sign up, they are components coming from Clerk. Okay, so I did not change anything on that. You can use, but you can you need to follow along some instruction and some in Clerks. Okay, because if I do logging, look at that. This is the actual finer squid. They went wild with the environment that they gave me. And if I sign in, yeah, that's good. Yeah, of course, welcome back, Arthur. Come on. I like it. It's not crazy, right? But yeah, this is a fake button, obviously. But look at it. This is for MVP, and this is good. I like it. So let's move on. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, pretty simple, but I'm happy. They actually did what I wanted. They didn't. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna commit that change again. Git commit. UI update design. Yeah, pretty simple. Yeah, I forgot to add those files. Yeah, come on. Yep, sounds good. Git push. I like it. That's nice. So next step. So now we're going to do something that is quite interesting, is that we are going to add some features, okay, that's going to make that app a little bit more dynamic. Okay, we are going to be able to create a link and to delete a link, which is very cool, which is basically the feature of the application, right? So again, a nice prompt, build a simple dashboard for managing using. Yeah, that's basically the context. Create a server action, use server, app, blah, 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 keep it simple. Yeah, basically add link from title or input, use server, no API. Yep, create, delete. Yep. Let's use that. Let's see what it's gonna say. So the goal is that at the end of this prompt, we should be able to, again, log in, log out. Well, that shouldn't change, okay? But we need to be able to add a link. It should be in our database. Delete the link, should not be in the database. And yeah, that's actually getting somewhere. This is starting to become a long video. I was expecting something like 30 minutes. I don't even know how long it is already, but this is going to more than an hour, I think. But again, it's a full stack, it's a full app, so that is expected. I'm gonna have dinner later, it's fine. Hey, blah, 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 where am I? Okay, add link, delete link. So I want some actions to be done here. So apply, I'm going to take a look right now. Yep, some validation, add link. Okay. We are not going through the actual API. Again, you don't have to for this MVP. Okay, so that's why. So again, this is more of a very good MVP kind of like tutorial. This is not like an application that you can scale to millions yet. Okay, so that's why we are taking some shortcuts. Still following good practice. There is nothing bad about that. But of course, we are taking some shortcuts. Okay, so some of you might want to do something different. It is completely fine. This is just me trying to give you the best of like having not a tutorial for like 4 hours and having something that you can actually use, continue to update, custom, and scale. Okay, so that's why you are going to do some action here. Delete link, revalidate pass. Yeah, of course, they are refreshing everything, blah, 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 blah. So do we have find the user? Yeah, if the DB is so no. Okay, create the link, that's fine. Do we have something like link it? Yeah, required, that's fine. Verify the link belongs to the current user. Yeah, yep, that's good. Delete link, okay. Looks good, but again, we are going to test that manually. Again, also, we are not going to add some testing part here. We are not going to do end-to-end, any component testing or whatever, just for the sake of again having a video that is not going to be like 10 hours. Okay, but of course you should be testing all of this behavior. Delete link, we did that. Yeah, we did that. Update dashboard with yeah. I want to see some nice upgrade on my dashboard. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, of course. Title input. Yeah, this is to actually fill up the link. Example. Yep. Okay. Link list. Yes, that's nice. Button. Delete. We're gonna use some. Okay, this is just a delete. We are gonna use some icons later. Pretty nice. Okay. So you know what? Let's. As you can see, I'm still in ask mode. Very important. I have not changed anything. I have not moved to agent mode from like step 2, I think. Do the same. You control everything. Okay. I mean, you do whatever you want, but I'm still in ask mode. I don't like agent mode. I hate agent mode. I hate it. Is there? Ooh. All right. Yeah, I don't need to sign up. You know what? Add a link and let's see if it's working. I'm just do like something very simple like Facebook, and I'm gonna do www. Facebook. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, Facebook. Just gonna do this. Blah blah. All right. Add link. Okay. It's working. Okay. What I want to see is right now. This is not just some UI stuff. Where is my amazing? Hey, that's it. That's good. Yeah, user ID 1. Yeah, that's not the best user ID ever, but yeah. One link already. That's good. Hey, what did I tell you? Look at that. Look how nice it is. I love it. I love that. I love it. I know you might be making fun of me. I do understand that. I love that. I mean, I think this is like, as a developer, I am someone who needs visual stuff to understand how my app is working, how a lot of things is working. This is the best. I mean, good. The team has done an amazing job. I love that. Yeah, let's add another one to see how it works. Let's see if this is okay. Wrong link, blah blah blah, and let's do da. Nice. Okay, da. Okay, sometimes it's just this. Okay, let's do www.fake.com. Nice. Okay, and Prisma, add link. Nice. Okay, so now I have 2 links in my database. Come on. Yeah, that's nice. I have 2 links. Okay, that's nice. So, okay, that's good. Let's do the delete because it is supposed. What I'm going to do is, oh, nice. What I'm going to do is not delete this one. I want to delete this one. I don't want this one move. Up. All right, this is deleting. Okay. Again, the user experience is not the best. We are not focusing on that anymore. I mean, not anymore, but not right now. Okay, you can have, the goal would be to have like some loading state. The button should be not, all the buttons should be disabled and everything. Think about that all the time, but this is for the sake of, again, this is the feature we want to be here now. And yeah, I mean, that's good. And do we have an empty state? Yeah, it's still there. Good. I'm still going to actually do this and this. I want to have at least 1 link. Yeah, I like it. Again, guys, same thing. Push this git commit -m. This is add and delete links workflow. And delete link. Yep. Git push. Nope. Git push. Clear. All right, that's good. Step 6. I'm speaking French. Step 6 is done. So we're gonna do something nice, because right now, I mean, take a look at this. No, not this. We don't care about that. So yeah, I mean, if I do like /devart, nothing is gonna happen. There is a 404. This is not. Yeah, we are gonna do absolutely a 404 also. But yeah, I want to actually take a look at my page, right? So this is what we're gonna do. Close that. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna maybe do this, and yep. So this prompt, just to give you just a small overview, because we don't need to actually. Yeah, basically, this is what I wanted to show you. I want to create like a /username, okay, and using Next, you do something like this, okay, using the app router dynamic routes, okay, that's really nice and very simple to have something working quickly, okay. You use it as a server component, obviously, because you need that. Okay, a couple of patterns that I'm asking him to follow. Keep it simple, not auth required. It's a public page, yeah, of course, pure server component, no use client, yeah. I force that because sometimes, even if I say, yeah, I want a pure server component, sometimes AI, they just add the use client and everything is broken. Basti is saying, yeah, overeffect. I have overeffect. This is going to fit. Okay. Let's take a look at what it did. This is a new page, so. All right. What do you say? Username. Yeah, taking the params from the URL. All right. Then is fetching the data. All right, from Prisma. If he doesn't find, not found. All right. We are gonna work on that. It looks pretty simple, but it should be fine. Oh, nice. Create your own. So that might be like that should be like a home page. Yeah. All right. Where is it? All right. Yeah, it's not gonna be nice though, right? With only one like link, right? It's not gonna be that nice. It's pretty simple, but look at that. It's working. Okay, we have something. Create your own. Why do I have a cup of tea here? Because of the buy me coffee? What? Yeah. All right. It's working. Let's add another. Okay, just for the sake of having like a link to, and I'm just going to do like same as for the sake https x.com/prisma. This is just for testing. What was it? Oh yeah. Sorry. Devart. Nice. Okay, so this is like this. Okay, pretty simple, but it's working. We're gonna do this something about the image here. Don't worry. I like it. It's nice. This is what I want. Looks nice. All right. Let's push that. Yep. Git add dot. git commit, let's say add username page, git push. All right, let's move on. Step 8. So this is a very small step, but I like it. This is like you're going to be able to copy when you are on the page. I think this is on this page. Like if I go to /devart, all right, I want to be able to like copy that and like the link and then send it to a friend or something or share it. All right. And also I think that we might need to add like here, like a view my page. We're going to do this. This is not in the prompt, but this is nice because we are not going to do like that. So let's that copy link, boom, 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 path. All right. Copy button is creating like a copy button in a component folder, which is what I like. It is here. All right. Pretty simple with a timeout, never clipboard yet. All right. Page. Yep. It's gonna add the button to the main page, and that's pretty much it, I think. Let's take a look at our application. Oh, this is on the main page. All right. I thought that was gonna be on the actual copy link. Yeah, that makes more sense actually. Haha! Look at that. Made an error. Right? Yeah. So we're gonna. So at the end of the video, we're gonna deploy to Vercel, and this should be your Vercel environment URL. Okay. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. But yeah, basically that's the whole idea. All right. Where is the copy button stuff? I'm just gonna say like, I would like view my page button. Very simple, quick button to open the username page. It is gonna make my dev workflow easier. Be careful. We might need to use localhost or next public URL. Let's see what it does. I should have what does it do? No. So something I don't like is, what did he do? This is not, it's not gonna work, right? Oh yeah, of course it's working. All right, view my page, copy link. Yeah, but I don't need actually like I don't want a bot. I think I'm gonna get rid of the copy button because it's too much. I don't need that. So this is exactly what I want. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Yep, move to trash. I don't need that copy button anymore. And what I want is just a href link. Yeah, my page. Yep. Basically, that's what I want actually. I just realized that. No, I don't want the copy link anymore. I just need to like having my page. Where is the copy link anymore? I don't like that. I don't need that. Yep. Nope. Leave me alone. Yeah, thank you. Leave me alone. Where is my page? It's getting late. I'm tired. View my page. Yeah, that's enough. That's exactly what I want. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna push. So yeah, that's good. All right. So yeah, as you can see, I removed a couple of things that the AI did. I don't like it. I think in the prompt you're gonna see like the components and the copy button. You don't have to follow that if you don't want it. This is just like a base for you to custom it. All right. Okay, everything's fine. All right. Git status. I think it's a very small change in here. Git git commit trm add view my page link. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Git push. That's nice. So we're going to create, so step 9 is very easy. So just a 404 because, yeah, if we take a look at the app, so for example, if I do / wrong stuff, okay, we're going to have like a Next.js 404. It's not nice. Let's do our own 404 with like a button that's going to redirect us to the actual application. All right. So I have a prompt for that. You can just, you could even like at this point, you could just say, please create a nice 404 page. It's going to do that. But I have a prompt for that. Okay. Because I want like a friendly one, go home button. I'm just like adding a little bit of details, but this step doesn't really like need any prompt. Okay. This is just me having a lot of details for you to follow if you want the same actual UI as I have on the video. This is a new page. Yeah, this one is going to be very simple. So let's just start. Okay. Again, I'm going to refresh the page. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that is very ugly. I don't like that bold. I don't like it. Yeah, even if it's very simple, up, go home. That's good. Good. So, yeah, git add dot, git push, no, git commit, -m, create 404 page. Oh no! Oh. So that's me going too fast. Okay, so I think I created 404 page. Be careful. It's getting a bit late for me. I'm typing a bit too fast and I wanted to edit that and I pushed it. Yeah, for the sake of going with the flow, I will not bother you with like me editing the whole thing for minutes. So that's something I like. Okay, I'm going to show you quickly. In the guide, you're going to be able to see that step 10, add a custom background. Okay. This is the guide I created also, so this is going to be exactly the same as the video, of course. Again, I have a custom background that I did. I'm going to show it. Okay, I created that using Canva, but you can use. I gave you SVG background, which is like a very easy tool to create. Like you could use this one. It's like some flat, nice geometric background, but this one arrow pattern is simply. It's like you can just choose what kind of pattern, change the color, and you download it. And it's good for very quick MVP stuff. But the one I have, all right, I'm going to show you. Oh, do that like this. Okay, I think it's, where is it? Download, background. Let's add the background SVG in the public folder. Where is it? There, background SVG public folder. All right, I'm not sure if you see this. Yeah, so this is like some icons. I went into Canva. I basically had a blank page, changed the background color, and I was searching for like gift icons, Christmas and link and like public stuff, and yeah. And then what I did is I copy pasted like a bit randomly. And I updated the transparency. Yeah, can I say this? So it's almost noticeable, but not too much. And this is going to be, I hope, a nice background for our application. But please use whatever background you want. Okay. So once you add it, it's important. You need to add that background into the public folder if you want to use the prompt that I have. Okay, because it's going to say please use the file in the public folder. Okay. Sorry for that. And this, and boom. Okay. Again, it's customs. I'm going to say 100 VH. Please use the one in the public folder, like I said. Okay. So make sure you do that, or just tell AI to use whatever background you have. Yep. Where is this? Boom. Boom. I hope it's going to work. So sometimes they have issue with it is a bit tricky for the AI to nailed it the first. Look at that. We are honestly, we are starting to get something pretty cool, right? I mean, I like it. It should be also for the logging. Look at that. Look at this. It is nice though, right? No? I mean, I like it. I like it very much. I really like it. Yeah. I really like it. Nice. Well, that was a simple one. Let's commit that. Where is my terminal? Come on, come on, come on. Clear, git status, git add, git commit, trm, add a website, background, svg. All right, git push. All right, step 11, we are going to update a little bit the UI by adding some cards, okay? Some cards container. Again, we are in the UI part. Copy paste step 12, 11 or 12? Step 11, sorry. You're going to see it's, I'm not going to bother you with reading it because this is mainly UI, okay? If you want to skip all of the UI part, I think we have only one. We are going to add the image from the Google, okay? But you can skip and go to the last section, which is the Vercel deployment, and then you're good to go. Okay, but I think this is still nice to follow along. It's quite, yeah. Would be nice though if it was a bit faster. Is it my connection or is it just the AI? Yeah. Also, yeah. Don't do like me. I have a 60,000 context. Yeah. Token. I'm still in the same conversation. You can actually close everything and start from scratch. Maybe it's gonna be. Yeah, I should have done that before. Okay, let's apply the morphing classes. Yeah, what I like is they have independent class names, so they can be used anywhere. Here, yep, makes sense. No profile DB, yeah. Card, profile card, card, linked list, all right. Okay, I'm happy with that. The username page. I hope they are not going to destroy everything. They are not supposed to. Floating card. Okay, they are creating a container, which is what I want. Okay, they are updating a little bit like the username stuff. I never asked that. But let's take a look at what they did. But I think I'm gonna, yeah, I don't need that. And the not found. Oh, why do they update the not found? They did the card stuff for the not found. All right. All right. Well, it is the moment that we are all waiting for. Where is my app? I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Linkverse. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not very. Yeah, there is some like yeah, there are some cards here. Okay, this is like with a little bit of a glow effect. This is a bit nicer. I think this is gonna be. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit on the button also. All right, I like it. What did they do on the like not font stuff? Yeah, okay. Yeah, wow. Okay, okay. Makes sense because having something like that just on the background would be nice. So that's nice. Okay. I don't want to touch that then. So anyway, I don't need that. Login. Okay. Okay. View my page. Yeah, I like it. This makes more sense, actually. It looks more like a Linktree stuff. That's why I was afraid of, but it's good. I want like the actual component section, like the container, to be like really stepping out from the background. It is very important. Nice. I like it. Again, I'm happy with that. Upgrade UI with cards component. Yeah, that looks good for me. All right. Step 12. Step 12 is very simple. Is that I want my image. So as you can see, I like that effect. As you can see, there is my face. It's crazy face, but I want the face here, and I want the face on my page here. Okay. If is present, obviously. All right. So again, pretty simple prompt. But this is basically asking AI to use basically the Clerk. I think this is like the image URL. Yeah, I think image URL data. This might be a tricky one if they go wild, because I want it to be like one. I want to use like the Clerk client. Did they? Yeah, I think they did what I wanted to do. I do not want like to update the schema and everything. I just want to go directly with the clock line. Look at that. Look at that crazy face. I like it. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yep. I'm here. Wow. I mean, so for example, this is a good one. I think in the prompt, I ask to update the actual username page. This is what we did, right? You should be able, I'm not going to do that because this is just, okay, please do the same for, okay. But you can, you can go ahead and ask the AI to do the same for the actual dashboard page here, all right? That should be something you can do. But I'm happy with what it did. Git add.d, n'importe quoi. Git status, git commit -m, and it's going to be, basically fetch Clerk image to display in username page. Yeah, git push. All right, we're starting to have something really nice. And now the last thing is that I don't like I think we are missing some icons, okay, like the delete stuff and everything. So this is just me adding some nice icons. So we are going to use Lucide for icons. I love that. I mean, Lucide React is I'm going to show you the website actually. It's Lucide actually, but this is this. All right, this is like a very beautiful and beautiful and consistent icon. This is exactly, I mean, the good tagline, because yeah, look at that. It's not crazy, but it works very good everywhere, which is what I like. Whatever the project you are building, they're gonna work. Okay, it's not like too crazy, too simple. It's perfect. Or what they did. Okay, a view button, empty state. Yeah, I didn't like that one. And the did. Yeah, perfect. But I think I might need to install. Yep, I need to install that library first. npm install. Okay. And let's update the page. Okay, keep all, taking a last look. Look at that. Yeah, that small icon, which on my page, nice. The delete, nice also. There was another one, no? Oh, the empty state. I don't want to delete my Yeah, that's better. I mean, that's way cleaner than what we have before. Okay, so definitely cleaner. Definitely cleaner. Yeah, that's, and Facebook. I'm just gonna like add some fake link just for the sake of having. I don't even know if this is the actual. Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah. That look nice. That look nice. Yeah. Well, I'm good with that. Git add dot, git commit up. Use Lucide Icons. Git push. That was step number 13, and let's deploy to Vercel now. So like I said, last step is deploying to Vercel. You need a Vercel account, okay? This is going to be free, no problem with that. And please, I mean, do whatever you want, but you might need to link your GitHub account. It's easier because then you're going to be able to import all of your project in one click. I'm going to show you, but before doing that, it's very important that we need to actually clean up a little bit our application, because there is a couple of things that we don't need to actually use anymore. So if you had to guess, for example, that script, test database, we don't need that anymore. It was with the C data, with the old schema file. And also you need to update your package.json, the script part actually. I am printing my app. I don't want to do that. Wait, where is it? It's here, okay? You actually need to do that. because this is to ensure that Prisma client is going to be generated during the deployment on Vercel. If you don't do that, it's not going to work. You're going to have an error. We have a lot of documentation on Prisma about that, but just do this: post install Prisma generate. Okay. Then, yeah, what you're going to do is actually go to Vercel. I'm going to show you my Vercel account. Where is this? This is the studio. This is Linkverse. I have 4 Linkverse. This is, yeah, I'm never going to be able to make it. It's crazy. Okay, Vercel account. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is my Vercel account. I was on my dashboard and I was clicking new project. Okay, and this is where they got me. Basically, like I said, I have my GitHub linked, so I can just basically choose in one click and import a project. You can choose that if you want, but I do import. Linkverse, yep, it's the Next.js project. This is important. Please, obviously, add your 3 environment variables. I'm going to do it right now. So basically, I'm going to show you everything is done. I'm going to hit deploy. Okay. So what we need to do, basically, there is something very important. Okay. We're going to need to deploy the application. Take the URL that Vercel is giving us. Okay. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to use the environment that they're going to give me. Okay. This is not going to be like my production domain name and everything, but this is what you should do then. You need to add next public app URL in the environment settings and update it with the actually current Vercel URL. And then you're going to be able to use the app. So I have this error, and yeah, so this error is because they are not able to yeah. So I think, did I push actually the changes? Did I push the changes? Oh my God, look at that. I forgot to push the changes. So don't do that. I'm tired. Push the changes. All right. Yep. So what I'm going to do is push the changes, redeploy again, and let's go back to the same step. Okay, so what I did is I basically pushed the changes that I did, like removing the script file and everything, and I redeploy that. Okay, and I can see that. So that's good. Going to the dashboard. And what I said is that, so first of all, let's test our app. Okay, so domain, let's do that. That's nice. Let's log in. This is basically our, we should be able to log in again. We have the same database. That's good, that's my link. And that's actually my Vercel domain. So that's nice. View my pages and look at that. That's nice, right? That's good. So this is what I like. It's pretty simple. It's nice. Yeah. I really hope you like the video. Yeah, something that really makes sense from a vide coding perspective. Then thank you very much. Et voila, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for following along until the end. Feel free to add any comments. Please also share any links that you have with your project. We will be so happy to take a look at it. If you like this kind of vibe coding tutorial video, even with like very famous application, please let us know in the comment. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, on LinkedIn, etc. We are very active. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much again. See you next time for another video. Bye everybody.